Hello, friends. We are here. Ale braised short ribs, one of my favorite dishes. These four ribs are $11.81. They look pretty good. You know, sometimes when you're looking at a short rib, this is a good one here. You know, you want a nice, good cut like that. This would be a portion. This would be like 2 portions, depending on where you are. Maybe 1 portion. Like one of these would be a portion, but they're not too good. If they have a bunch of fat, like on top, a real thick fat, I trim it down. But these are good. These don't need anything. So we're going to take these. We're going to season them up. Let me go through my mise en place first. First thing we have, we're making ale braised short ribs. We have the ale here. I like this beer. It's pretty good. You can use any kind of darker beer, you know. We have some homemade beef stock. We have some thyme. And we have our mirepoix. The only difference between this mirepoix and the mirepoix for the oxtails was I add a shallot to this one. And then we have a little bit of, this is going to be the vinegar element. I just use the juice because you want a little, you can use a little bit of barbecue sauce. You can just use a little bit of vinegar, but you need something to cut some of the fat. Then we have our seasonings, garlic, onion, salt, and pepper. That's what we're using. So let's get these seasoned up. Season them up nice. Always use a coarse ground kosher salt. It's my favorite. I don't even know how to use fine salt. If I use fine salt, I'll probably over salt everything. All right, get these seasoned up nice. Get the back. Okay. Then some GG garlic. GG onion. Boop boop. Hit the sides. Hit the sides. Hit the sides. These look good. I'm optimistic. All right, a little bit of pepper. I throw some down here on the bottom. I can just roll it around in there. I never season the flour. I just don't trust that shit. Never trust it. All right, then hit them with the flour right here. Like we said, we are building a crust. We want to build, you're developing flavor when you do this. This is all going to caramelize. It's going to be nice and brown. It's going to help thicken the sauce. Like I told you before, I don't like using demi-glace. I try to keep it a little bit thinner of a sauce. Render the fat out. Okay, now these, wash my hands real fast. I've been cooking today. Made all kinds of stuff. I'm doing a big tasting tomorrow, so I'm gonna get some of these recipes documented. Okay, let's check the oil. No, it'd help if you had some oil. Like I said, I just use a little bit. I have some here. I use the rest of this. This olive oil, it'll say sauteing, grilling. I don't use any finishing oils really at all. Not a fan. And I hate extra virgin olive oil. It's too, I don't know, it doesn't have good properties. A little bit of regular oil. So I'm gonna let this heat up and then I'll get back with you. All right, we got the oil hot. I'm getting the short ribs in there. I'm gonna brown these guys up. Okay, we're gonna brown them up. After we get these browned up, I'll show you the next phase. All right, these are browning up nicely. You can see that good. That's what we're working with there. We want a nice crust on every side, so it takes a little bit. We're gonna crust it up on every side, then it's gonna go in this little braising dish, and I'll show you the next step. All right, just like before, we wiped it out. We drained the old oil. This is what it looked like. You don't really want to put this, you don't really want to use it. You want to start over in a fresh pan because a lot of those little pieces, you know, they might burn. So I'm just going to throw a little oil in here. Here comes the mirepoix. Mirepoix goes in. But we're going to season it. We season everything. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Let that cook down. All right, when I get some color on this, I'll show you the next step. All right, now we're ready for the next step. Let me grab my beer. Got one right here. All right. Yingling Lager, this is a good one. We're not going to use all of this. I only have 4 ribs, so. About half of it. A little for the cook here. Ah, that's good beer. All right, we're gonna let this reduce. This will take a minute. We want to cook all this beery air out of it. Let it reduce. Let all the alcohol cook out. Then I'm gonna check back with you. All right, we've reduced the beer just like in the oxtail. We're gonna add a little flour, probably a couple tablespoons. I got some thyme in here. Some of this mid-grade thyme from the grocery store. It's trash. This is gonna work. All right. Okay, and into this pan goes the old braising liquor from the oxtails. And the brown gold right here, the homemade stuff. Use most of that. Yeah, we'll dump it all. Let me take this fat out. All right, we'll use it all. And then we're gonna get this to a rolling boil. Then we're gonna put it in the pan. And like I said, we're gonna cook this, and it's gonna sit overnight. All the fat's gonna come to the top and render. And when we serve it, it'll be actually the sauce will be pretty lean, so and flavorful. This is very cathartic right here. Watching this blob of ice meat stock dissolve slowly. All right, I'll check back with you on the next step. I forgot one critical component. And you don't need to use this. This is just like a vinegar element because the meat is kind of really rich. You can use a 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce. You could use a little bit of red wine vinegar. I'm just going to use probably 3 tablespoons of this. Just the juice from the peppers. Just adds a little bit. And like I said, this is the brand. It's a really good brand. They sell it at Ingles. It's like in a little side thing. It's usually by the bathroom. All right, I'm about to add the braising liquor to the short ribs, but first, you know what? I'm going to skim some of this. In the business, we call this called dépoulage. These are all little impurities that come out, fat. I'll skim it. Try to keep my stuff not greasy. You want to be the greasy guy. That's good. We'll refine the sauce when we're done too, so. All right, let's add it. Try not to burn myself. It's probably too much. Save it though. Don't throw anything away. That's gonna be perfect. All right, there it is. Let's get ready to go into the oven. Put the top on it. .325 oven. All right, there we are. Finished product. I'm actually going to eat this later, but I plated it up for you just so you can see how it looks. And then I'll show you how tender it is. You don't want it falling off the bone, but you want it tender. And this is what I'm serving it with later. This will change your life. You can find this at any Ingles. Well, any Ingles in like a bigger market. I live in a small town and we have it. It is like $10. I buy a bunch of these and I give them away as gifts. It is just a beautiful light. It's an amazing pasta. And I'm going to when I do have this, I'm going to kind of pull it apart and pour this sauce and the meat over the pasta. and just enjoy it like that. But this, highly recommended. But let's get a look at this cut right here. I'm trying to get in a good light. Still don't get my light. I'm still like kind of a noob when it comes to YouTube. All right, but look, pulls apart. That's what you want. Nice striations here. All the collagen is broke down. Meat gets tender because each one of these striations, these bundles are covered in collagen. They're sleeved in collagen. And the slow cooking process breaks that down. And the collagen goes into the sauce. That adds the body. So this is a good dish. I'm happy the way it came out. And thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. It means a lot to the channel. And I'll see you on the next one.